Hi everyone, I'm Huub Hildenbrand. Thanks for tuning into my channel, Huub Hildenbrand Guitar Academia. Today we talk about the linear approach to harmony, and this topic will also be part of the topic chord scale system and also three-note structures. And so there are some different topics overlapping here in this lesson. But I think this will be quite interesting for you because it's a maybe very unusual approach to harmony, and on the other hand, it's also a very musical approach, a very melodic approach, you can say. So let's get right into the endless ocean of music. There's also a PDF file for this lesson down in the description below. You follow the link to my website. There you can download this PDF file, and I will lay it out to you what the whole concept here is about. Let's take an E minor root position triad in drop 2 form. If we play this very low, we have this beautiful chord here. So this is a three-note structure, and generally you can say in history, in music history, how the different chords evolved is actually by melodic movement. So how you can see this structure, this chord here. There are three notes. You have a low E, you have a B, and you have a G, and they all, and that's the main thing of this lesson now. They all can be starting points, starting notes of melodic invention. So. And by doing that, for example, I can change one note here. For example, I can go with a B, and I'm always striking all these three strings together. So I always have a three-note chord structure, a harmony. So I go from B to C, and this is just a small melodic movement. It's just a half-step movement of one voice, and immediately I reach a new chord. I'm reaching first inversion of a C major chord. So this is already a C major chord here, just by moving one note melodic. And I can also think that not as a chord change, so to speak, but more like a melodic idea. So I can do that for example. And then I can go, for example, with my G to an F sharp. And this you can also see analyze as a sort of B sus4 chord, for example. So I have the sus4 in the bass, then I have the root here and the fifth here. So I can't really resolve this sus4 because I can't go any lower. But you can see it as that. So for example, if I now I go up from E to F sharp, and from F sharp down to E, I kind of interchange these two notes. So I have B sus4 in this close position, second inversion. I can resolve it now to B major. And so what I'm actually doing, without explaining it before, I take a scale. I choose a scale. I have a chord. I have a certain sound in my mind, or I want to play over a certain chord, which is written there in a tune or something, and I have a tonality. I have a chord, and I want to pick a scale. So I have a chord and a scale, so to speak. And the scale I choose here is harmonic minor, because this gives me really like an E minor, I mean like a tonal center of E, kind of a cliche you can say. And the idea is to just take like a kind of a area or position where I can play all my notes of E harmonic minor. So I do that. I play E, F sharp, G. So that's actually my position. And I also may play the A also here. I don't go any higher, and the idea is really that I always play one kind of a tone on the E string, and I play another tone on the A string, and I play another tone on the D string. So I have a kind of the top note of these three note structures is always on the D string, and I'm thinking in a way scale-wise movement with all these different three different notes. So by changing certain notes diatonic in the scale, I also reach different chords, and this is a kind of a this is actually this linear approach to harmony. It's like I'm thinking melody, and at the same time I'm approaching harmony. So I show you what I mean, like a practical musical example. So I will just improvise with this idea. And this is actually a great tool for improvisation. Okay, you understand what I'm doing here? I'm really sticking to these to this area here of these notes, and I'm thinking melodic movement, and I use my ear, of course, a lot to get like inspiration where which voice of these three which I wanna move. But at the same time, it's like also like a kind of like a very playful approach, because you just also can just make you just do something, you just move, because you know actually you know there can't be like really wrong notes, because you know the notes already all of the scale here, you know where they are, so you can actually play all combinations of these notes. So you can combine any note of the D string with any note of the A string and any note of the low E string. And that's what I've written on that page. You see this page with all these 3-note chords. These are actually all the possibilities you can have. You can build with this tonal material. And on the other page where it's written the linear approach to harmony, there you also see down in the second half of the page, you see the system, how the page with the music notation is structured. So to really have all the possibilities here. And yeah, what I wanted to say is that's very also a very playful thing. I mean, also without using my ear, I can change one note. For example, I can just play something and then I change one note, and then my ear gets interested in the whole thing, and I think, okay, where can I move that note? So and then the ear comes in, and maybe later on you do another decision without using your ear too much, but then you will get an inspiration to move on that melody, or to have another idea, or you do another step in a kind of certain direction, and then your ear comes in. Is this clear what I'm saying? I mean, there's a kind of I mean, usually you say you say, don't play anything what is not pre-heard or pre-thought in your mind. To really be in control of the music, and to be really, before you play something, you really know what it will sound like, and then you play that with that kind of expression you give to that note. If you don't know how it will sound like the next note, how can you give the note like maximum expression, like dynamic or agogic or whatever? But with this, it's quite cool, because I don't see it so strict in this thing. For me, it's like I feel like a child, and these are my toys, so to speak. So I can just play with it. And of course, my ear will always be there, and it will take over. If it has a real nice, if it really hears something really nice, then I will just follow that. But at the same time, I can be just playing and enjoying all these sounds which happen. And I think by now you really get an idea about that, how there are two things happening at the same time. So we have like scale and melody, but at the same time we have chords happening. Because we play always a new 3-note structure. And on this page they are also all analyzed. Sometimes, of course, they are like two note structures, because we have one note doubled, or we play it in octaves, like for example this chord. We have an E and another E and in the middle a B. But at least there are always three. I mean, there are three note structures, but there are a lot of structures. They have just two different notes and one note doubled. So that's the right way to explain that. So you have scales and melody, but at the same time you have chords. So you can also sync chords. In this case, you can think, okay, I have an E minor chord here. I have an F sharp diminished chord. I have a G augmented chord. I have an A minor chord. I have a B major chord. I have a C major chord, which I can play like that, or I can play like that. I have a D sharp diminished chord. D sharp diminished. And I have an E minor again, so I can play this E minor like this, in closed position, or in a drop 2 voicing. So actually all the diatonic triads, the traditional triads of the harmonic minor scale, which I've chosen, they are all in here, in this combination of notes of these three strings. So we can play chord progression, and also we can, and that's actually like a very beautiful concept here. We can go from one chord, one voicing. For example, we have B major. It's like the dominant of the E minor key, and we go to E minor. And actually we have to change at least two notes to go to E minor. So we have to change these two half steps. But maybe we want to go to this chord. From a closed position, B major, to an open or drop 2 chord of E minor here in the position. So there is some distance here on this way from D sharp to G. From F sharp to E it's very short, and this B stays. So what we can do is we can just play around with this on the D string. And by the way, here also we reach a B chord without the third, with the doubled fifths. So it's a very strong B sound. Yeah, that's chordal thinking now. Major third, passing tone, going to F sharp, to the fifths. Yeah, now I changed. I did some melodic work here, some melody, and then I went to the E minor sound. On the E minor sound, on the E minor syncing. So I'm syncing now, I'm in E minor. So I can just do that. Or I can do that. So I play around the B. F sharp diminished. Now I go to A minor. okay, they're actually you can really have a great time, and it's really not boring. I mean, for me, it's a very musical approach, and I think by just playing around, and this is like an assignment I would like to give to you, is to take these exactly that where we spoke about that scale, that area, and tonality, E minor, and just play around with it and make melodies, play melodies, and play all these different 3-note chords which are written on the page, and listen to them. I mean, there are a lot of most of them actually, they are not like traditional triads, but they can be approaches to traditional triads. So maybe a sus, like a suspension, or I mean, whatever. So I mean, just what I would be really happy if you understand this idea about this linear approach to harmony. This is really something you can always, this tool, this idea, you can always use if you play any chord on the guitar. You can always take this tool and say, oh, okay, I play this chord, but any of these notes in the chord, they can be starting point of melodic invention. So I can just vary the structure, the voicing. I can try to find melodies or voice leading movements which leading very smoothly to the next chord. So, and in between these two chords, what's happening there by voice leading, by melodic movement, it's actually, I don't have to think so much about that. I mean, of course, there will be other chords happening by accident, actually, but it's more like one chord, next chord, and then I just approach this area in between in a melodic way, and that way I make a very like a polyphone texture here, and that's very interesting actually. That's the beauty of the whole thing, to really hear like three different voices moving at the same time. And on the guitar, three different voices moving at the same time is very playable. When I had lessons with Mick Goodrick in Boston, Berklee College of Music, and we also did this voice leading stuff and everything for 4-part structures. So I was 4-note structures. I was really busy with all these possible voice leading types and voice leading. I mean chord structure types and all these possible voice leadings. And I feel that it's really great sounds and a great concept, but at the same time on the guitar it's really hard, and it's really actually hard to make music with 4 different voices at the same time. But 3-note structures, they're actually really possible on the guitar to sing 3 voices, because you always have one finger free. And with these different spacings and drop forms, you mostly also have some larger distances between 2 adjacent notes, where you can have like melodic movement without interfering the other notes. And so you have this polyphonic texture, and you have more possibilities in a way, and you can move better, and you can, and also I think, I mean, it depends, of course, on the sound of your guitar, but I think these 3-note structures, 3 notes at the same time, are more nice, more enjoyable on the guitar, because it's not so dense everything. It's more open and more transparent. Okay, I hope you like this lesson, and please subscribe to my channel if you like, of course. And there's a video published every Friday. Also, if you have questions or like inspirations or ideas or whatever, put it down in the comments below. I will definitely read all the comments. Maybe I don't respond to all these comments, but I will find out if like more people have the same problem or the same question, or maybe there's somebody who has a really good idea or question, and I will just make another video especially for this, or explaining something what I already explained, but more clear maybe, or more into depth or into detail. So this interaction here also helps me a lot. So I would be really happy to get some feedback here from you. Okay, there's also a possibility to donate if you follow the link down in the description below to my website, the Guitar Academia page on my website. There you find a button where you can donate to support my work here on this channel, Guitar Academia. Okay, thank you, and thanks for watching. My name is Huub Hildenbrand.